Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Tuesday morning. Got a great show lined up, but first our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. By the way, Baldwin Road is now open. You go all the way through. They finished that little section of construction right there. So just be aware of that. High today 91, low tonight 76. And we've got a little cooling trend coming. It's going to be in the 80s the rest of the week. So be prepared for that cold snap coming in. Also, the water temperature is 85 degrees. It's in good shape and got a lot of action out there on the lower gut, though, so be aware of that if you're out there on the water. Now, let's take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. The tides are really neat this week. Not much action at all. Be aware of which way the wind's blowing, but not going to get a lot of tidal flow. Your high tide is your high tide, your low tide is your low tide, is what the old timers would always say during the deep tide. Also, take a look at the river readings. I don't have the river readings, but I can give them to you. They're 2.3 on the Apalachicola and 3.6 on the Choctawhatchee River. And we'll so not a lot of action right there as far as moving up really fast. Okay, marine forecast be coming out southwest at about 7 to 10. All right, that takes care of our weather. So we'll come back with our show in just a second. All right, welcome back to the first segment of this today's show. I want to say again, good morning to all you folks down there at the Seacourt Marina, big shootout we had. Thomas Lee Brandon, that was a great low country boy. He just hit a home run every year you put that together. And it was a great time down there. I've got a video coming up, got pictures coming up later. I've got a good video, and we did survive it. It was, people asked me how it was. I said if I could just sum it up in one word, that word would be brutal. The waves were just, I mean, it was boom. I mean, it was really rough, but man, we had some good fishermen. We hung in there with it. We fished 10 hours Saturday and 8 hours Sunday. We did get to the weigh in and weighed in about an 18-pounder. We didn't make the top 10, but you're going to enjoy seeing the video. Well, not a lot of big fish caught. It was in the 30s. Winning fish, I'll show you in a minute, was 35 pounds, and usually a lot bigger. And we talked about it. Miller and I talked about it. I talked to some other people about it, some other captains and other fishermen, and that we sort of all come to the conclusion that full moon was this past weekend, and also that rough weather, and just the two of those put together would really put a hurting on catching a lot of those big fish. But man, we battled them, and we caught all kind of fish. And it's going to be a great video. I've got to squeeze a video in coming up sometime this week or the first part of next week. And it might be Monday before we get the video on, but I do have some pictures, and again, just a great time. The folks came down, you know, from Adel, Georgia, that always do the Ron Hayes and his wife and his family always do the raffle tickets on the cooker, the grill. They brought a check for $18,000 of raffle tickets, and it's just that's such a special tournament to me, and it's because of the folks down there and all. Just cannot put it in a words and all the feelings I have. It's just a great camaraderie, and it's such a great cause. That puts them around $800,000 now for leukemia research, and there are folks. Now, one of the guys that fished it before from Tallahassee, some of those firemen come over and fish it every year. One of those guys came down with leukemia this year, and they really put them together trying to help him out and all. It's just, you know, just good stuff, and it's all centered around that cause right there and all the fishermen. And what you can do next year, just go down and buy some raffle tickets and go down and weigh in if you don't want to fish it. A lot of people donate some really nice prizes, buy some raffle tickets. All that money goes to it. So anyway, and I'll talk about that on and on. But again, Thomas Lee Brandon, that was a great job on that low country boil. Let's look at some pictures right here. Okay, let's start off here locally. This is what I guess I'm gonna call him a cousin. This is Phil Chester. We laugh about, we think we can somewhere down the line. At Panama City Beach, but now, is that a fine looking speckled trout? I mean, that is a hoss right there. Good job, Phil Chester. That's what you call a gator trout. All right, let's see. What do the captains do on the day off? This is Captain Mitch Coleman on Floriday's Adventures, and that is a nice triple tail. I know he just enjoys going fishing when not having pressure of trying to have to catch fish with people that's in there. Good job, Mitch Coleman. We're going to talk about that in a second, too. And here's one of my students, just graduated, went fishing with her dad on a birthday, Brittany Gale Erdman. went on a birthday dive with her dad, and that's a nice red grouper there, Brittany, and I'm proud of you, and I know you and your dad had a good time, and happy birthday, young lady. Just for your information, there is, in August of 2015, that we're going to have 5 Fridays, 5 Saturdays, and 5 Sundays. Okay, it happens once every 832 years, so you and I won't be around next time, but that's really unique, and has nothing to do with outdoors other than it's just something to talk about. It's just always interesting. Okay, now let me see. I got some more pictures here. I want to also talk about Travis Bassford was on patrol the other day. And he was up there at Deer Point Lake, and he was able to snap this picture and send it to me. Now, isn't this a great picture of the sun? It had just rained at Deer Point Lake, and the sun was setting, and Travis is on a job there and just snapped a great picture. Isn't that beautiful? Just, you know, I get a lot of pictures and all of that, but that was really nice. Thank you, Travis, for sharing that with us. Okay, and then also got another picture here. Let me look it up. Let me go ahead and show the winning. These are the winning weights right here on the tournament this weekend. Okay, first place with Rod and Dirty, it was 35 pounds and 7 ounces. But look how close second place. Hope you can read that. 35.5, 2 ounces difference. And then right below that, the Blue Water. These boys are good fishermen. 34.4. So that's really those 3 weights right there. And then really and truly, we had like 6 weights in the 30s. And the lowest weight was 22. Ours came in at 18, so we didn't quite make it. We're probably in like 13th place, 14th place maybe. But good fishing in that kind of weather, so you see all the teams there. Okay, now let's go to, well, let me give you one picture of our Panhandle Outdoors fishing team. We just have a good time. These boys work hard, and they're fun fishing with them. Come all the way down from Valdosta. They hooked the boat up Friday after work and drove down. They left a couple hours early. They left a little bit in about the middle of the afternoon, drove down, and we fished there. That's I enjoy fishing with these guys. Okay, and then now I got Alan Moore sent me an email. Alan Moore with Florida Land, you know, all that nice property that you see the commercial and all. I'm gonna read it. Now it's got to look. They're on the bridge at Lynn Haven and say, "Hey, Coach, I heard you talking about the black drum bite on Friday's show. My wife and I were riding our bikes across a Bailey Bridge in Lynn Haven on Thursday and spotted these guys." Okay, you can see them. You're looking down from the bridge down on all those. That's a swirl of them right there. And what it is, he said, a few minutes later, I saw a 4-foot tarpon swim under the bridge. Alan Moore. Thank you, Alan, for sharing that with us. And because that is what happened there when you get those fish like that, and they're getting ready to feed and all, so you get a chance to just go fish and all. But and tarpon. You know, tarpon are all over the place. They love the Bailey Bridge up there in Lynn Haven. They used to going up on years past before the Deer Point Dam was built. They go way up there to Cedar Creek, and we have records of them catching tarpon up there. So good, really neat. And on our fishing trip this weekend, we had about a 5-footer jump up out of the water. It's exciting when we see them get up like that. All right, now one more picture. Let's take a look at this picture right here. This is a great picture. This is Jim Lloyd on the right, but his beautiful daughter Tarver Lloyd. Their mom, Tarver's mom, Brooke, is assistant principal there at Petronas, and Jim works there at the school board. And she caught this on her. Look at there. She caught a nice redfish on a little board out there, on a little paddle board. And that's a great picture. And I know she loves to fish, and I know Brooke probably home with her. They got a little baby now, so good to hear from those folks. And good picture there, Jim Lloyd. All right, that's enough of the pictures, and that sort of catches up on all kinds of things going on. On that triple tail, you saw Captain Mitch Coleman show. Let me mention this. Mitch Coleman, his boat is called the Florida Days. And they're putting together packages, and they don't have a lot of weekends left, but the package, it's a weekend package for two nights at Mexico Beach, and it's plus a half-day red snapper trip. Remember, red snapper is going to be open September and October. So it's accommodations for 2 nights, and a red snapper fishing trip for 4 people for $1,000 at Mexico Beach, and that's not bad. That's a pretty good deal. And if you have friends up there in Atlanta or Georgia and Alabama that want to come down that want to fish, and in fact, I've got some friends up there in Dublin, Georgia. I'm going to tell them about it because they want to do something. They don't want to get in heavy-duty fishing, but they do want to go fishing, and they do want to stay down here and do that. So I'm going to let them know about it. So check Florida Days Adventure with Captain Mitch Coleman. He's really good about sending in reports once a week from down there, and that's a good little fishing package for September and October. He's only got a few left. All right, let's take our break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. First thing I want to do, put a name in the pickle jar here. Joel Reed, your name is now in there. Now, folks, I'm telling you, y'all need to enter if you haven't done it yet, because in November, our first week in November, I got to get the dates exactly what we're going to do. But we'll be celebrating our 2000th show. And I just talked to our station manager, Heather, and Stacy. Heather was Stacy replaced Heather a couple years ago. I tease her about being a young Heather, because she does such a good job as a station manager here. But anyway, they're going to help us celebrate, and they're excited about us celebrating our 2000th show here on Fox 28. Going to give away all kind of stuff, so make sure you register for that. Quick email here said, hey, Coach, Anita, my wife, this is from Joe Ivy, okay? Anita, his wife, prepares snapper almondine Friday and fried snapper Saturday. We also put some fillets in the freezer. Thanks to you and Tarpendock, because they won the red snapper last week. Thanks to you and Tarpendock from both of us. Also watched Cast and Call Sunday morning. I have many fond memories of Arkansas upstate streams. We continue to admire your show. Best regards, Joe Ivy. Joe, thank you for that nice email, and thank you for watching Cast and Call. I got a lot of good reviews on that, and that's on YouTube if you want to watch it now, because it's really good. And you know, you take a big red snapper, just a couple of y'all, like I said, a snapper almondine, fried snapper, and put some fillets in the freezer. You can't beat that. So that's another reason to enter our sweepstakes. We'll give away stuff each week. Now, I want to mention what we have coming up. Tomorrow, and I'm going to have a guest on the show talking about a brim fishing tournament. Then after that, I've got some really good. We have Rick Corley coming on. You know, he knows more about boats than anybody in probably in the southeast on the boat knowledge. And then I have one of our young man coming on who is an expert now in bears, and we're going to talk about that. All that stuff coming up this week, and then we also got to squeeze in our sea quarters videos and some more pictures from sea quarters. Again, I want to congratulate Millard Collins, Sea Quarters Marina, and everybody down there did such a fantastic job on that. So we've got all kinds of things going on here in the outdoors, from brim to king mackerel shootout, so just stay tuned. But now, we still have a couple of these videos left from our ICAST trip in Orlando. This one here, I got a kick out of this. When I walked by the booth, I looked at it, and then I took a double take, because what it is fishing rods, okay? And they're the same color as a carrot. And in fact, I looked at the name of them, it says carrot sticks. And I walked over there to the guys, because I thought, what a unique marketing idea, a carrot stick in that color. And I started talking to the guy, and I hadn't planned on interviewing. There were so many things to interview. I really hadn't. And the guy, we started talking, and come to find out, it actually, they used some of the fiber from carrots to build the rod. So I said, you got to be kidding. So I picked up the rod, and it felt so good. It's so lightweight. The eyes, I mean, it was a quality rod. And that whole booth was about carrot sticks. And I'm not sure what tackle shops right here are carrying them, but I think you're going to enjoy the interview. And again, what an innovative idea, and what a great marketing gimmick or marketing plan they have. And it is a quality rod. So again, this is one of the little 2 or 3 minute interviews from one of these inventions at ICAST. I hope it's inspirational to you, but also hope you can learn a little bit and enjoy it. Okay, so Jeff, let's roll this video. Captain Jerry Newman, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, listen, this booth was very appealing to me, because I walked by and said carrot sticks, so I thought we were going to have a health snack over here. Jerry, but these rods are fascinating. Tell us about
They're
that.
absolutely beautiful. They are truly 30% carrot. They're made out of the biocellulose fibers of carrots, so you have these nanofibers that are woven into the graphite rods. It makes them so sensitive, you can feel the bait actually lift off the bottom just with current. They are strong, sensitive, and light, and that's the biggest thing. You can hold this in your rod all day long.
Look, I wish you could feel, folks, how light this is. This is amazing.
You just don't get tired fishing these.
Wow, that's the lightest rod I've ever.
Yeah, and they're also built with a handle in mind, so that you have plenty of room when you're holding the rod, fighting the fish. You get a lot of leverage here, so that you can control the fish. We have a lot of different models. We have saltwater models. We have professional level models, but all of them are still within the price range of any fisherman. I mean, I use these all the time. I'm a guide in Charleston, South Carolina. These are our $99 rods, but they're lifetime warranties. I catch 15-pound shark on these.
Oh my
my customers pick them up, they never get tired, and they just can't believe what they're holding in their hands. I mean, you can take a 10-year-old with a carrot stick spinning rod, and he can catch a 15-pound shark.
Oh.
And just the smile on their faces. But I have such confidence in these rods that it allows me to put them in their hands. You know, I use trick fish line. That's all I use because I have such confidence that you can't break it. I catch 15, 20, 30-pound shark on 12-pound test line paired with these carrot sticks.
Wow.
And that pairing with a good hook makes sure that my customers, my friends, and when I tournament fish for money, all of it comes in the boat. Everybody wins. Every fish that I can get a hook into, I have such a great high level of confidence that we're going to have success, and which is what you want, especially with people who pay you to take them fishing, and they want to make a memory. That's really what they want, and that's what we're after, and that's what these rods allow me to give them.
It's a great deal right there.
It is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. Really appreciate you looking into carrot sticks.
Good deal. Okay, welcome back. Let's first of all look at our fishing game time for today. We're looking at, I'm gonna hold up right here, brought to us by Mark Coward of Counts Real Estate. We're looking at 4:15 to 6:15 this morning, and then we're looking at 4:42 to 6:42. How many television shows in America will actually hold up something like that? One of the main guys, probably just Panhandle Outdoors. All right, now listen, we talked about this last week. I showed a couple of pictures. Remember we had those back-to-back snake bites up there in Bluntstown. I just thought it was fascinating, back-to-back, and I started, checking up on the latest. I'm one of these guys that I do the statistics and all what's going on. And I found the recent snake bites in America, the recent fatalities, and I wanted to share these with you because again we talk about real people, and these are real things. So here's the first one I'm talking about. This happened a couple of weeks ago, July 19th, 2015. Here was the guy was bitten by a timber rattlesnake, and it was he was sitting, and the guy last name Davis was sitting around a campfire at his family's camp when he was bitten by the rattlesnake. He was taken to a hospital in Pittsburgh and died en route to the hospital. Okay, and he was age 39. Here's Grant Thompson, age 18, and July 14th. This is like 2 weeks before that, so that's 2 fatalities last month, and this is sort of unusual. He had parked in the North Austin at a Lowe's parking lot. He's going to go in a Lowe's, and what happened? Somebody saw him in his car. He was unresponsive. They called 911. They got in there and found out that he had been bitten by a snake, and they called an ambulance. He was pronounced dead. And what they talked to some people, his friends, and they said he had a pet cobra. Well, believe it or not, they actually found a cobra snake that had been run over in the parking lot. Now, what's the chance of that? And of course, they attributed that to his death. So he had obviously driven into the parking lot there, and that snake bit him, his pet cobra. A lesson to be learned from there: just don't have a pet cobra. Okay. Next one, this is a cottonmouth, okay? A cottonmouth, this guy was 37 years old. De Leon was bitten on each leg while wading the James River in Missouri, Nixa, Missouri. After the bite, he did not seek medical attention and died the next day. And if you get bitten, you really got to get some medical attention. Now remember, I said also when we did these snakes, I said I was showing the copperhead bite because that's what bit the guy up there in Bluntstown, and I said usually all the experts say they're not fatalities. Well, this right here was a fatality due to a copperhead bite. The guy was 52 years old. He was camping at a state park. He walked outside. He saw the snake and wanted to bring it in and show his son at the camp. When he picked it up, the snake bit him, and he walked back into the cabin. He washed his hands, and then sat down, washed his hands in the kitchen sink, sat down. The neighbor came over, gave him some CPR and all, but he started passing out. He died that day, okay? Here's one, let's see, got a couple more. Rattlesnake, 42-year-old male. He was bitten on the right hand during a service at a Full Gospel Tabernacle. So that was one of those snake handling services, and he got bitten on the hand, and of course they refused treatment, and he died the next morning. Here's another one, copperhead. They're not fatality, the experts say. This guy's 50 years old. He died of a heart attack the day after he was bitten by a copperhead snake while camping up on the Current River in Missouri. Missouri not a safe place to go for snakes. The coroner's office listed the cause of death as a heart attack, but attributed it to the copperhead bite by that venom getting in there and stopping the heartbeat. And then one more. This guy right here, 44, bitten by a timber rattlesnake at a state forest there. So I just wanted to bring those up. All those are fatalities, recent fatalities in the last year or two, and attributed to snake bites. And that's, of course, there more people die from bee stings than snake bites. But I just wanted, last week when I showed you the picture, I just wanted to catch you up on the latest statistics and all. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, I've got to wrap things up. All kind of things you can start doing now for outdoors. Tomorrow we're going to talk about catfishing and brim fishing. Got a big brim fishing tournament coming up in Weeball, August the 15th. I know you want to enter that. It's going to be exciting. And also, we've got the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association tournament coming up. Then we've got the Jeff Bodoff tournament coming up for Elizabeth Bodoff Memorial. So we've got all kind of outdoor activities planned. And this is late summer now. It's excellent scalloping, excellent speckled trout fishing for these gator trout. Redfish are doing good. Getting a lot of reports. The river is right. I keep saying that. Mitch Coleman, before this weather was this weekend was bad, they were catching a lot of king mackerel. So king mackerel bite is good, but probably the most abundant fish right now of all things is tarpon. They're waylaying the tarpon. Okay, gonna wrap things up. As always, we appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors, and I really do appreciate your viewership. I appreciate you supporting our sponsors and the good job they do, and all local businessmen, and we're all in the same boat together, trying to make our area a better place. You do something good for your fellow man. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.